With that, we bring in San Jose Mayor Sam Licardo. Mr. Mayor, we appreciate you being with us. It seems as though no part of California is safe from this. Critics of the policies out there will say this is all preventable with controlled burns and a little bit different policy. Is that a fair criticism?
Well, certainly we engage in controlled burns in forest areas. Today, in fact, last year, the horrible fire over at Paradise, the forest management there did engage in controlled burns. But the reality is that 19 times more forest is controlled by the federal government in California than by state or local government. And so if there's going to be controlled burn activity, if there's going to be better management, it really needs to start with the federal government.
It's understandable that one of the things that's making this so much harder and making it so much worse is the heat wave that is taking over so much of California. The heat wave is also leading to blackouts throughout California. And there's a lot of discussion that the reason of those blackouts is because of the push for green energy in California means there's just simply not enough backup power of coal and natural gas to feed the grid. I know there have been blackouts around the state. Here's what one resident had to say about those blackouts. Take a listen.
We tried to sleep in the backyard, and of course we had our little thunderstorm on Saturday night, which didn't help anything at all. So it was just sweat and grin and bear it.
California wants to be 100% renewable by 2045, but it means a lot of folks don't even have 1945 conveniences like reliable power. Is it time to rethink all that?
Well, the blackouts that we had in San Jose, in my city, more than 250,000 residents suffer from those blackouts in a city of 1 million. None of them had to do with supply of energy or any of the rolling blackouts that were described throughout the state. All of them had to do with inadequate infrastructure that PG&E is failing to maintain and replace. And so that is a corporate decision that needs to be made to actually invest in infrastructure to ensure there's reliability. In my city, we actually have a much higher rate of use of renewables than throughout the rest of the Northern California, because we have a community choice energy program. And in fact, we have not had any problems with supply.
PG&E has not been having a good couple of years, have they, sir?
No, sir.
Last question for you. You talk about the renewable energies in San Jose, and supply isn't the issue, but infrastructure is the issue. There still seems to be this larger issue, though, in California that's leading the way in green energy, but you're having blackouts. You don't think the regulations have anything to do with that?
There's no question that regulators could be doing a much better job, and we need to be doing more investing in energy storage in particular to ensure that we have reliable energy and obviously more resilient energy sources. But the path is not—
That storage right now is really expensive. It'd be a lot easier if you could just fire up a coal plant or a natural gas plant, wouldn't it?
Well, the cost of coal and natural gas comes in the form of climate change. And we see the real impacts here in California with drying of vegetation. In cities like Miami, they see the real impacts with rising water levels in their streets of their city. This is a very costly path if we want to continue to go down the path of oil and gas.
Yeah, the former governor there said sometimes keeping the lights on and also fighting climate change is occasionally in juxtaposition of each other or opposition of each other. Mayor, we appreciate your time, and we're glad you took some of it as you're fighting those fires out there. Godspeed to you and the firefighting teams out there.
Thank you, Leland. We're very grateful for the thousands of firefighters who are out there putting their lives in harm's way.
It's worth taking a moment to always remember that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.